I do definitely keep a lot of Easter eggs in my music.
This is Adit Ganguly from Cosmopolitan India, and we can't stop thinking about the rain and this very, very special song called Barishe that was sung by the very awesome Anuv Jain. We are here talking to the man himself. Hi, Anuv. A very good afternoon, and thank you so much for being part of this series called Sounds Good. How are you doing?
Hey Adit, I'm good, man. I hope that everything's good at your end as well.
Yeah, it's all
Also, say thank you so much for that awesome introduction, man. I absolutely loved it.
I really work on my introductions. It's nice. It just sets the tone in. And, from everyone at Team Cosmo, thank you for Barishe. It's the monsoon season and it's the perfect song to listen to if you're missing someone and you're going on a long drive. Yeah. So, whatever you were thinking about when you made Barishe, thank you so, so much for that. Come to think of it, you'll be completing 10 years as a singer in 2 years' time.
So first of all, I think it's been like way longer because I've been singing since I was a kid. Okay, so it's been like more than like 20 something years, like 20 odd years, right?
Okay.
But yes, the first song when it got released was about like 10 years ago. Yeah, it's been a while, but it still doesn't feel like I've been here for like quite a while. It still feels like I just started like yesterday. And I think that's how I would like to keep it because it keeps things fresh.
Okay.
And the inner child in my mind and in my heart, I don't want it to die. I don't want that laziness or that monotony to come in. I'm
Okay.
very happy and I feel excited about like every new day, just
Right.
the way I did like beginning. So yeah.
Do you feel the music that you've made has helped you connect with your emotions better? Do you understand yourself better now?
I write about my own life and the lives of
Right.
like very, very close people around me that
Right.
have affected, impacted me.
Okay.
So every time I sit down to write, I have to brainstorm about the ideas that have to go into the song, right?
Right.
So it definitely makes me like very emotional,
Right.
and it makes me like there are these memories that like keep constantly coming to my head. That,
Right.
oh, this is the reason why I'm writing this, and this is the
Right.
reason why like this was the way it was.
Right.
And even when I look back at the songs and even when I listen to the songs, like for example, I've been like listening to Husna like crazy.
Hmm.
Even when I listen to it, like all the memories keep coming back that, oh, this
Right.
was the reason why the song was written the way it was written. So
Wow.
yeah, I think it definitely helps me connect to my inner self and like to the emotions that I have.
Take us through the process of writing a song. Has every song that you've sung and written been about your feelings, or has that been like your friend has told you how they are feeling, or and you've written a song? What's that like?
It's a bit of both. I
Okay.
think it's primarily my own stories that I've written about, but there have been a few songs, like for example, Husna was written for a friend.
Okay.
There's a song that I have, it's called Riha. It was written for my mom and my dad.
Okay.
So there have been like two songs that I've written
Hmm.
for people.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'll be honest, it always has a part of me as well in it.
Okay.
Because these are very real emotions. Like all of
Right.
us have gone through situations.
Right.
We've all dealt with loss in some way or
Right.
the other. We've all gone through
Right.
heartbreak.
Right.
Even if I'm writing for somebody else, which is not like a very common occurrence in my life, it
Right.
sometimes happens very rarely.
Right.
But whenever it does, I still put a piece of my own life and my own stories in it as well. My mom is usually with me whenever I'm writing. She'll always help me out. Like she'll always like she's like this my what is it called? Like a ideating board. Like I can
Bounce,
like literally throw
bounce
ideas at
idea.
her and yeah, bouncing board basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like literally throw my ideas at her, and then she'll tell me that, okay, Anuv, I think this is not sounding great, this is sounding great, and she'll keep suggesting me things as well. And her Hindi is like way better than mine, honestly. So sometimes like when I get confused about like a few words, then I
Huh.
can ask her mom, is this what it means? And she's like, yeah, this is what it means, and you can keep it, it's fine. So that's how it usually works.
She's the first one who gets to hear your songs, like in the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She and my sister. I have a twin
Okay.
sister. Her name is Anika,
Okay.
and these both are the ones like who always are the first people to hear my songs. When it comes to my mom, I guess yeah, obviously they've known me
Right.
my entire life. Long
Yeah.
time is also like an understatement.
Huh.
My entire life. But the thing is that yes, definitely they're honest, but also I don't. I think they're very patient with me as well.
Right.
I don't think anybody else apart from your family can be that patient with
Okay.
the person like me, because
Right.
I'm a very normal guy in
Huh.
general, but when I'm writing, I become like a little too eccentric. And I
Okay.
think that patience is like pretty necessary that only your mom or your like sister can give you, I guess. So that's how it is.
Okay. And do you know what Easter eggs are? Like, do you leave clues in your songs? Like, should a fan or feel like, Anu is trying to tell me something through these words?
See, I do definitely keep a lot of Easter eggs in my music. These are stories that only a few people know about. I mean,
Huh.
I write them in a way that they can be a lot of people, like the masses, can connect to it.
Huh.
But at the same time, there are just these few words here and there
Huh.
that have been, like, said by me to somebody, or they
Right.
might have said these.
Right.
So they are Easter eggs not for the audience, but they are the Easter eggs for the person that I've written.
So you do that. Like maybe the song is like the
100%.
entire world listens, but maybe you want that one special someone to hear this song and know that.
Yeah, of course, of course.
That's a
I think
very
as artists, that's the most beautiful thing. Like,
yeah. It's a very
these are
smooth.
treasures, man. Yeah,
Anuv
these
Jain
are
is very
like these are
smooth
the
with his
treasures that we have.
yeah.
Because like I think every criminal wants to get caught. And I feel that every songwriter wants the person that they've written it for, they want them to like somehow just like have a feeling that, okay, this is probably for you. So they like keep leaving clues and they keep leaving hints here and there, just dropping hints and all.
So have these people over the years come and told you, hey, this song was for me, right?
There have been like,
have you
was
been
it
caught? Have you been caught?
I sometimes I just do tell them myself.
Okay.
They already know that, okay, like this is probably for them.
Okay.
Some of the songs are for people that are not in my life anymore. So I don't know whether they know about it or not. Maybe they, like tell their friends, oh, I think the song is for me, but I'm not sure. But they haven't gotten back to me.
Oh.
And I'm completely okay with that. I don't
Right.
really care about them coming back and saying that, oh, was this for me? But I think it's just a beautiful way because it's a part of your life.
Right.
And these are your own memories that you've created, and you always want to leave like that subtle hint or like that Easter egg in the song. So yeah, that's how it is.
Since your songs become viral instantly, like you see them on social media, a certain hook of the song becomes a reel, and you see thousands of reels being made. So what is success and fail? I know this question might have been asked to you 1,000 times. Like, how do you stay grounded when you see like your lyrics have been used everywhere?
It's actually quite funny. I never thought that I'll become one of those artists whose music gets popular, like because of like these few sentences and all. Because I've never really like actively put hooks in my songs.
Right.
You like go to the lyrics, there is usually very less lyrical repetition, like zero to none, almost, right? Because there is just like an idea after an idea after an idea. And even if I'm repeating a lyric, the idea is completely different. So I never really thought that that would be a thing. But I'm really happy that, that's also like a side of marketing that I have been able to tap into, even though that's just happened naturally. I haven't really done anything. It's just like happened on its own. But I'm just so happy that that's something that people have liked, and they've literally picked up like these sentences and they've used them. That's pretty cool. Talking about success and failure, I think success is something that I don't feel yet. I mean, you get the feeling that you've done something good and something has been okay, but I don't feel successful. I think success for me is like a very long term thing. I'll probably like feel successful when I'm 60, when I like keep my guitar aside and I don't want to make music anymore. I'm out of ideas. I'm done, and that's when I'll feel like I'll assess my career and I'll assess my life and I'll feel that whether I was successful, did I fail, or did I not reach my potential that I thought that I would. So let's see how that goes.
Does that sometimes mean like, are you nervous before your song drops, or are you in that I've given my best zone?
I love how like every answer is just like a segue to the next question.
Yeah. You're doing that brilliantly, Anuj. You're doing that very smooth.
So yeah, of course, like whenever I think about like nervousness and all of those things, yes, I'm always very nervous before like my song is released. And I think it's a good thing in a way, because it means that it still means a lot to you.
Right.
Because see, I work on like one song at one point and then I put it out in the world, right? And I'm somebody who doesn't churn out music that fast. Every artist is different. This is just my working process. As long as the music is still reaching people and I'm still being able to, like get the numbers and get people involved in the music, I feel that it's okay to work at your own pace. But when you've put in like months and months of your effort, you've made the budgets, you've literally gone into it with all your creative input, like with the music video, the artwork, the song, written every lyric, and obviously these are based on your own stories. You tend to feel like a lot of nervousness when it's going out. Because at the end of the day, this is also a business and you want to do well. And there's a lot riding on like whether you are able to like reach a lot of people or not. So obviously I feel nervous. I'm not gonna say that, like I don't. But I think my handling of that nervousness has gotten much better now.
Coming to the social media part that we were discussing, like sometimes you see your songs also being used in like a lot of funny videos that absolutely have nothing to do with say a Barishe or a Hussein, and but you see they've used the song somehow. So how does that feel to how does like you've made those songs, how do you feel ki this is nothing about the monsoon and the rains, but I see this song. So how do you feel that way? Like, is publicity fine this way?
See, what I feel is that as long as the song is not eventually it, like doesn't turn into a joke,
Huh.
and people like find it and then realize that, oh, this was actually a very beautiful song, I'm all for it, man. Like I love humor, I love all these memes and all. You'll find me like scrolling through my reels and all, like, and laughing at like my phone as well. So it's
Right.
not like I'm not a part of that pop culture and I'm not a part of that entire conversation and that entire thing. So I love it. I completely love it.
Fans just want an EP or an album, but we've also heard like you take a lot of time to make a song, but it's worth it.
Yeah,
Like whenever we get one, it we know okay, you've
yeah,
taken your time to make this, and good things do
yeah.
take time. But can we ever
Yes.
like is there is are you going to ever like silence everyone and you ask for an album, take an album?
It's actually not that much in my life. Like people do ask for an EP and an album and all those things, but I think people are very happy with the singles that I'm releasing as well,
Oh,
like you
definitely.
said. But the thing is that I myself, just to satisfy my own artistic urge, I do want to release an album or an EP at least.
Okay.
For that I'm practicing. I think I have become a much faster songwriter. I'm like writing songs much faster,
Okay.
and production is also like becoming much more streamlined.
Okay.
So I know it's not the most ideal way of working, and people literally have it from day one as well. Like they can literally work on an EP from day one. They don't really
Uh,
have to prepare one and
right.
all of those things.
Uh,
Maybe I'm just a different kind of an artist, but I
okay.
know for a fact that there will be a day when I'll release an EP.
Okay.
Hopefully very soon. I keep saying that, but like I hope that that happens very soon. I'm just waiting for that time to hit when I am a little free and I can like keep working and churning out songs, but in a very good quality.
Well,
I don't want to compromise
no,
quality at all.
definitely.
Hopefully, when I feel that I have the right balance,
Hmm.
I'll start working on like that 4 5 song EP or like the 10 song album.
Right.
That's definitely on the cards, and it will happen eventually. And I'm quite confident in my own self.
Definitely.
But let's see when it happens.
Tell us something about teaming up with the United Nations for the Soundwrite thing campaign. Like, how was that? What is that all about?
It was That was honestly one of the craziest things that have ever happened to me. I'll be very honest with you, okay? So I have like this, I used to have this bulletin board over here, and I
Okay.
had like a lot of things written, like all these things that I wanted to achieve. Okay, these were
Right.
the actual goals that I
Right.
want to tell you about, right?
Right.
So a few of them I'll tell you. One
Okay.
was Forbes 30 under 30. That was like that, which got covered. Then there was UN. I really wanted to work with the United Nations in some capacity because I really feel that as human beings, we should give back something to the planet
Right.
and something to the world as well,
Right.
right? So I really wanted to work with them, and I had it written like on my bulletin board since the last 3 years.
Right.
And it finally happened because I got an invite that they wanted me to work with them on
Right.
this song. They
Hmm.
wanted me to recreate Parshe using sounds of nature.
Right.
But it made a lot of sense because everything that gets generated, royalties that get generated, are going to be given to like conservation of nature as well. So
Okay.
it was an amazing project.
Huh.
And the best part was that I got invited to New York, the main headquarters, the UN headquarters, and I was one of the few artists that were there from across the globe.
Right.
And it's amazing, man. Like just being there, and people were so passionate about what they were doing.
Right.
And I got to see New York as well, which was always a dream, like that I had to, see. So I
Super.
killed like a couple of birds with, one stone. So it was a lot of fun.
Super. Thank you so much for this awesome interview. Could you dedicate, like, just we know you have your guitar by the side. Like, could you dedicate Barishe to the entire team at Cosmopolitan India? They'll
Yeah, of course,
absolutely
of
love it.
course,
Okay.
of course, 100%,
Just go
100%.
for it, Anu.
So all the people who are listening to it, this one is called Barishe, and I really hope that you guys like it. Once again, a big thank you to the Cosmopolitan team. Thank you so much for having me here. Okay, yeah.
Thanks.
So these were the
That
first
was
few lines.
wonderful, Anup. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for a wonderful afternoon, and all the best with your recording and future songs. And keep doing the great work that you do. And thank you so much for this interview. It's been a pleasure, Anup.
Thank you so much, Adit. Thank you so much, Cosmo, for having me here. And yeah,
It was a
this was a
blast.
great interview.
Yeah, you made my day. Listening to Barishe live. Yeah, this is great, man. Thanks.
Of course, man. Anything to
Thanks a
you
lot.
guys.
Take care. Yeah.
Bye.